Hello and welcome to Cards and Coaching. This time I have the opportunity to make 3 videos about readings. So it's a typical reading as I'm doing it when it's not a coaching. Maybe one day I will have the opportunity to make a video of a real coaching. Those videos I'm going to make are about real questions that I got and will show you how I am working with the cards and with Ethony's runes to bring up a reading with the cards. So there are 2 decks. I'm going to use either one or the other for those readings. One is Llewelyn's Classical Tarot. I'm showing one of the cards, or another one, just to give you a certain idea of the cards. And the other one is Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Royale. So he had the gilded one. He enhanced it, in my eyes, really enhanced it. So I keep working with the Gilded Royale, and I gave away the gilded actually. So just to give you an example, there, without, and another card just to give you an idea. You will see other cards as I go along working with them. And as I said, I am going to use Ethony's Witches Runes. She has a class, a course of them, and made them herself. Let me see where you can see it. It's one of the examples of the runes. So I am using, first of all, a 3-card spread, which is 1 card about the situation, 1 about what is there to know, and then where might the knowledge lead you to. So as I'm saying, where might or where may the knowledge lead you to, it depends on if people are going to use the knowledge, yes or no. And the runes are going to be cast over the cards and point out to details and give even a more detailed information about several things on the cards or how the cards may be linked. So you will see this as I go along. And at the same moment, I'm thanking people, the 3 quorums who gave me the right to use this as videos so that I can show people how I am working with cards and with runes. So the first reading I will do, it's for someone who asked for either an overall look at 2021 or concerning the career, and not just leave it open to the cards actually, if it will be more the subject of the career, if that is the more important part, or if it is overall and it concerns something else entirely, or maybe both are intertwined in a way that it is important to take a look at it as a whole. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to use the Llewelyn Tarot, the classical one, which I got this year, by the way. And I'm going to spread the cards and take in. So the first card is about the subject, the situation in itself. So I hope you see it. So a first look at that, having a Knight of Swords, so of a lot of thinking, it may already give us an insight that it may have something to do with a career. But as we go along, sometimes there come different aspects into it, and it may show us that it's the subject in itself, maybe the career, but that maybe she should take a look at something else. We're going to see that during the cards and during the reading. So what there is to know about it is the Ace of Pentacles. So there you can see already that it can still be something concerning the career, but it doesn't necessarily is the subject. So let's find the 3rd card. So where this is going to lead is the Ace of Wands. Concerning the runes, so Ethony has her set of runes are 22 runes, and sometimes I am using if there is a number on the card that turns up, or if there is a major arcana, I'm using that number as number of runes that I'm taking out of my box. But in this case, I am just going to grab a few of them and going to see what's coming out of it. So what I'm taking away, this is the way the rune looks like on the other side. So that's the back of Ethony's runes. And give you a look at it. So it's a B, her symbol is the B. So I'm just taking those out that has this B. There is another B. It's actually even here. I'm going to show it later on. But I'm taking those out that are in a hidden way. So I'm taking them away. As you can see, there is only, no, you don't see it. Let me check if I can turn it a bit visible. There is one rune here that isn't touching the cards, which is the rune of the moons. I'm coming back to that one, and the other ones are only around where this is going to lead. So let me explain the card, the first one. So the knight, that you can see it, there it goes. So the Knight of Swords, someone who is really into action. So even if the sword is a mental card, it is not someone who wants to stay put at a place. So it's a little bit a situation. She was talking about the career that maybe she wants to go into that career, going further with it, not staying where she is for the moment being. And actually, the rune that you nearly couldn't see. Let me see. It's the moon rune. So there you can maybe see it. And the moon has a lot to do with the past. It has to do with the cycle and the way the past can make us do things. So maybe there was something in the past that gives her the idea that now is the right moment to move on, to move forward out of the situation or into the situation that she is into. If it is the career, that she can go further, or that she wants at least to go further. Maybe what happened in the past shows something that it was she has been waiting maybe for something, or she has prepared this on a long term, and this should be the moment that she works that she goes on into the next steps of her career, or whatever life is leading her into. What there is to know is the Ace of Pentacles. The first thing on that card that I want to show you is the lilies. The lilies have a lot to do with something that is gone, that is well, normally it is the flower of death that people put on graves. But in this situation, I'm not going as far as the situation of death. But before she can walk through that door, so maybe with that horse of the first card, there is something from the past. So we come up with the past again. There's something from the past. She should just check if she can let go of it, if she has gone with it. And you can see that behind all this, there is the door. For the moment being, it is still closed, but then there is the pentacle that is offered to her in a certain way. There are also mountains which may show problems, but with whatever is being offered, there won't be a problem with the strength behind that she can go further and can climb those mountains and go even above those mountains. So what is this telling us about what you should know concerning the situation and concerning maybe 2020? For the moment being, I think we all know how 2020 happened and what happened in 2020. So we are aware that even if we are putting a new calendar, that it doesn't mean that all the problems are gone. But you should, or let me say for a moment, speak to her immediately. You have the possibility, take a look at what you have already done during all those years, not simply 2020, what you have reached, goals you have reached, or all the hard work you have that you have done during all those years to come to the point that you are now, and just take out those those things where you can really be proud of yourself. Let go of whatever you consider to be failures. Those aren't failures, those are experiences. And then step through that door that this Ace of Pentacles show you. And then you can reach those goals you have in mind, those steps you want to do. Even if there will still be problems, there will always be challenges, but it will be possible for you to go through those challenges. And what shows me that you are going to take that step and go into that direction is the cards where they are. I'm going to put them away for a second to show you the card in itself, is the Ace of Wands. So while one is about wealth and values and a certain stability from the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands is the one where you can really take action. And there was, first of all, the mountains were back again. So the mountains were at the side, and so as you can see, the mountains there. So the problems will be there. You can overcome them. That's absolutely not the problem at all. But become aware of them. It won't be an easy year, either in the career or even in a private life. But taking a look at the card, it is mostly career. There was the cornucopia. Okay, sorry, that's not a word I'm used to very often. That was lying exactly over your hand at the moment where you're grasping it. And it was not lying in an upright position, but a little bit awkward. So whatever wealth or whatever experiences you have gained and where a certain fullness, a richness comes out of it, you may have to let go of some of it to grasp the want and to grasp the action you go into. But it is still, it won't be an easy way, but it is still possible. And you can see on the background of the card that you have a castle. So I'm always, the first thing I get into mind when I see castle is my home is my castle. Keep a secure home for yourself, a place where you can rest, a place where you can retrieve to. So all the action and all the career, either that you see here in the Ace of Wands or that you see in the Knight of Swords, never forget to keep a place to replenish, to get back to whatever there is that fills you up and that gives you strength and that nourishes you. It is very important. And you could see that the heart was lying also in a sort of awkward way. It lies away. So in all what you're doing, don't do it just for a career, but be really, really aware to do something you burn for, something your heart is into, so that you stand behind it with your heart. The beast is the last of the runes that lies just underneath, as if it wants to be invited into the strength, into the energy of the card. The bee is an animal that has a lot to do with working together with people in communication. So take a very good look who you are in communication with. Is it a good communication? Can you even make it better? Can the work with other people become a better one? This might help you getting anymore over the mountain. So it might help you. While the mountain rune was lying on the card. This one was lying just underneath, as if getting invited into. You can invite this energy into the situation as you go along. So it is very important that whatever you are doing here, whatever your career or whatever your plans is, you are not going to do them alone, or you are not going to reach your goals alone. It is important to do it in a good communication and a good cooperation with other people. So I hope this helps you a little bit into getting an idea where this is going to lead you. When I take a complete look at the complete picture, it brings you really from the past into a future. So it is like the next year might be a transitional year that is just a step into where you really want to go to, where you really want to end up with, or where you want to end up into. Let me put it like this, because whenever you reach that goal, it is just a next step for a next goal, and it is not something where you keep stuck later on. But it might well be that this is a year that gives you the possibility to, yes, as I said, a transition, to transform your path, yourself, into something that will be more at home at what you are doing for the moment being. So, as I said, I hope this helps you a little bit into getting a better look, or a look into the next year.